And welcome everybody to the 2012 NCAA and Club Soccer Showcase here in Taos, New Mexico. Beautiful Taos, New Mexico. It's sponsored by the town of Taos, the Taos Sports Alliance. We're with TaosSports.com. I'm Rudy Baca, your play-by-play announcer, sitting alongside Jake Mosman, our color guy, and it's going to be a great game. The New Mexico Lobos ranked #1 in the nation against the U.S. Air Force Academy Falcons. Jakester?
Should be a great match. Both teams are loaded and returning many players from very successful campaigns last year. Should be a great match.
It should be a great match. We'll take it down onto the field and get this thing going for you as the game has gotten underway here as we get ready to do some play-by-play. And Jake Mosman, one of the all-time kind of soccer guys coaching the high school here in Taos, New Mexico, president of a soccer league. And let me tell you, Jake, you've got a lot of soccer experience behind you. And as a matter of fact, you're wearing a soccer jersey given to you by Coach Fishbein. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is a jersey that was worn during the game in 2005 when the Lobos played in the national championship game, NCAA Division I College Cup. I'm very proud of it and very happy to have the opportunity to wear it today with the Lobos on the field. Large, not only because of where it came from, but because I'm an alum too.
Absolutely. And I'm also an alum of the University of New Mexico as well. And just getting underway here, we're getting a kick from the goalie here. And here's the kick, put the ball in play. And it's going to be bounced around and controlled by the Air Force Academy. They go to the right side with it and trying to get something happening here early as the Air Force Academy backs it out, goes to the right side of the field, looking for something to pan out on that right side, and then it's taken away by the Lobos.
Offside called there. The player came from an offside position back on. You can't put yourself back on. But the Lobos so far, they're known for their defense. They give up very few goals and play very organized in the back and are very effective at catching the other players offside before the ball is played.
And this is a rare opportunity for the community here of Taos, New Mexico to see the #1 ranked team in the country right now in their New Mexico Lobos. What a great thing here, Jake.
That's right. The Lobos finished last fall 18-0-4, the only undefeated Division I men's soccer team in the country. Quite an accomplishment. Sort of puzzlingly, they were seeded number 10 in the NCAA tournament, which I still am scratching my head about that. Finished ranked #1 and seeded number 10 in the tournament, despite the fact that we were third in the country in attendance, and both of those things combined should have given us a higher seed and allowed us to play at least one more round game at home, which could have made the difference to us moving on into the Sweet 16 and the Final Four.
Absolutely, and of course, with that kind of experience behind you, I think that won't play out any longer, and we'll probably get some better seeds in the future.
Well, sometimes it's not. Coaches don't mind playing with a chip on their shoulder, and it can help them out. Nice ball in. Oh.
And just picked off there by the goalie, and he'll have to bring this thing out. Holds onto the ball, and Lobos with an opportunity there, blown. Almost had an inside in the box, so goalie picks it up from Air Force Academy and clears it out. Air Force Academy trying to get something to happen on the right side. Now they cross-field it, and it's picked off by one of the Lobos, and it goes out of bounds. So the Falcons from Air Force Academy with a great record of their own, Jake.
That's right. They had a very successful campaign last year. They had 11 wins. They have 5 players returning that received all conference honors last year, so they're by no means an easy game here.
And
which makes it better for us here. We get to see it very often, so we may as well see a really good one.
And just as we were talking there, we had a shot there by the Air Force Academy on the right side. Now they will get a corner kick. And we've talked about this most of the day. A corner kick, it can be very dangerous. And for that reason, they'll pile this thing up. And let's see what happens, Jake.
When both teams are very evenly matched, it's not unusual for games to come off of restart situations such as a corner kick, free kick, some sort of dead ball situation. because it's so hard to break down the other team's defense when they're this good.
And right there you saw 3 headers in a row. The ball stayed in the air for quite some time, showed some air. And now the Air Force Academy with a shot to the middle.
Oh.
And just out of there. And that. And here comes the Lobos on the attack now.
It was a good job by the New Mexico goalkeeper to take command of his box in that dangerous situation. The Lobos on the counter.
Offsides.
No, it wasn't offside.
No.
A handball, I think he
Was
called.
it a handball? And apparently they're going to call a handball on one of the Lobos, and it looks like James Rogers got his hand on that ball, and the Falcons will get it back here.
James Rogers is an interesting story. He just spent a week in the U20 national United States national team camp. I don't know if he was selected for the next phase.
Lobos on the attack as they kick this one up the right side of the field. No one there to collect it up, so the Falcons from Air Force Academy go ahead and get that. Jake Jones with a nice kick there, and that'll bounce all the way and go out of bounds. So the Lobos will get it on their side of the field and in a good position here on a throw-in.
Well, that was a good opportunity to see how high the Lobos hold the defensive line. They compress the field by holding the offside line so far up the field. It gives Air Force a lot less room to play in.
So the ball inbounded, and then Poblet will put it in play, and then a
nice ball, good ball.
Nice ball on this side. Can he get it to it? No, out of bounds.
No, a little bit wide. You can see the difficulty with the distance there and the accuracy of the pass, but there was a good idea. Plenty of space on this would have forced the defense to shift and chase, and then we could hit it right back to the empty space on the other side.
So ball in play, headed by Rossi.
Nice touch. Well done. Tricky, cheeky 2 moves there by number 13.
And then a ball down here.
Good ball
Carson
into the middle.
Baldinger, and it goes out of bounds.
Again, the Lobos creating lots of chances. I really wish they would put one of them in. I would feel a little bit better about that.
Yes, indeed. So the Lobos will bring it back in here. Casey Phillips is chasing that ball down. Let's see if he'll be the one to put it into play. And Casey Phillips is the one that will do that for the Lobos. And he looks to the left side down here, and some footwork there, and stolen away by the Falcons. And then chased down
Lobos
by...
trying to not allow them to come out. And they win it on the turnover. Well done again. Oh, but they give it back up.
So the Falcons with it again, and they'll go the other side of the field.
Number 13 is one player we don't want on the ball too much. We've done a good job of limiting his touches, but it looks like Air Force is going to look for him a little bit more in the second half.
And that is Kevin Durer, number 13, and he is definitely one of those players you got to be careful with.
His first team all-conference player for Air Force Junior. He'll be a senior next year. I'm sure he'll be looked for his leadership.
And these are all future officers in the United States Air Force, so consequently that comes with a lot of discipline up there in Colorado Springs, Jake.
That's right. It's quite an honor for us to get to play against them. It's quite an honor for us to get to see these future leaders of our United States military on the field here.
And facing the number 1 team in the land, the New Mexico Lobos, your New Mexico Lobos. And the Falcons wanted something there. The Lobos with 5 guys back. Nice defense there by the Lobos to break that up. So again, in the middle of the field, they'll go to...
Nice ball into the split, and James Rogers shows his explosive speed here and his ability to control the ball at that speed. It's a tough combination to deal with.
So the Lobos with a nice counter here, and they'll take a shot.
Oh! And well done by the goalkeeper. Excellent save. Great shot.
So a nice shot there by Lawrence Revaldo for the Lobos. And Lawrence from La Cueva High School in Albuquerque, believe it or not. So here comes the ball, goes long, and that will go out of bounds.
Well, for being ranked number 1 team in the country, they definitely are representative of New Mexico with 9 New Mexico players on the roster. That's that definitely makes them our team, and we can have great pride in their accomplishments already so far.
And representative, well, as Jake has mentioned, is Farmington, Albuquerque, Las Cruces, and it goes on and on. So real honor for all those kids from the state of New Mexico playing on this #1 team in the nation. So the Lobos will get it back here as Mike Mealy and the goalkeeper will toy with it, and then they'll go up the right side to Travis Campbell, and Travis Campbell will put it into play. And they're trying to get it to James again, James Rogers, and it goes out of bounds, and it stays with the Lobos. So James Rogers manages to keep it for the Lobos.
Good luck on the throw-in. Excellent,
nice.
excellent
Here comes
ball.
a run in.
Little long touch.
Oh, and just nodded out of there.
Is a good example of what you can do on a throw-in. First look is always down the line. If it's not defended, you create that kind of opportunity. One thing on the rule as far as the throw-in goes is there is no offside on the throw-in. So when you get a throw-in in an offensive position like that, it's usually a good idea to post a player behind the defense and throw it into him because he can't be offside in that situation.
So the Lobos will get a kick from the right side, and it looks like Calderon will take that again. He is primarily their in-ball kicker, and here he is again trying to get something to happen, trying to get it into that box area to try to pick up a score.
5 players in the box. Good ball in, well handled by the goalkeeper though.
0-0 our score here, and the Air Force Falcons will get a free kick here from the left side of the field.
This number 13 is Kevin Durr. He's first team all-conference player for Air Force.
And goes
exceptional player.
Yeah, definitely so. It goes all the way to Victor Rodriguez, the goalkeeper for the Lobos, and he rolls it out for his players. And, you know, it depends on if they're going to clear it out on a big kick for the goalkeeper. He usually likes to foot it in, gives his players an opportunity to try to set something up. And
there's 2 different strategies with the goal kick. Either kick it out long and have enough players to outnumber the other team and win it down the field and gain a large measure of the field, or play it out shorter and try and build it from the back. Very often the more skilled teams will choose to play it shorter because they have confidence that they'll be able to connect passes and work it up the field, draw the other team away and create some space that you can play behind the defense.
So now the Falcons will bring it in left side on a throw.
Long throw.
Very long. And that gets hit up into the air. Missed header there, and then a header off one of the Air Force Falcons. And they'll clear it out to the right side. They'll shift sides of the field now.
Well done.
And then...
Well done. Devin playing as a target with his back to the goal. Lays it off. And there was nothing there to pass to. So they'll maintain possession and switch the field.
Oh, just missed there.
Rogers, who could not control the pass. James Rogers is a very dangerous player, even though he's only a freshman. I believe he was born in Sierra Leone. Very, very explosive player.
So the ball is put in play by the Falcons, and the Lobos trying to control it on this end of the field, and it goes back to the Air Force Falcons. Very disciplined team, these Air Force guys.
No surprise there, right?
No surprise there at all. So here comes the Lobos. Nice work, nice pass, and a nice back pass, and it goes back into Michael Kafari. And Michael will clear it back out and regroup the offense.
We'll try and create some space by playing the ball back and drawing the defense out and create some spaces that they can pass into in between them. But you can see how what a good shape the Air Force is in, how little space there was to play with there.
So Rossi takes it back to the goalkeeper, and then it goes back for the Lobos. Travis Campbell with a
long diagonal pass.
Yep.
And
there's
a shot.
Just off the mark, right into the goalie's hands.
Good position by the goalie. He stayed on the goalie's arc there and was able to track it all the way. Not a bad idea to take a long shot. Oftentimes the goalkeeper is his view of the ball is blocked by players in his way, and doesn't see it until it's too late and goes past him.
So now the ball off to the Lobos, and they'll
Another long diagonal pass.
and that will go out of bounds, and that will go to the Falcons from Air Force Academy. And a lot of things, one of the things that people talk about a lot is this throw-in. And if you notice, most, actually all soccer players will throw it in with both hands. Jake, what's that all about?
That's a rule. It's required that it be a two-hand pass, and the ball has to be put all the way behind your head before you throw it in.
And of course, minimizing the accuracy. If you had one hand, it'd be a little bit more accurate.
Well, maybe not so accurate, but the distance definitely cuts down on the distance.
So here goes the clear out from the goalie, and it goes deep. And we haven't seen this kind of deep penetration from the goalie all day today. You can tell the difference in the athleticism of these particular teams in a Division I school, especially the #1 team in the country. Nothing like it. Look at the passing here.
Pass.
Look at that control.
Good touch.
And another touch. Looking to the middle. Here comes James with it. And then into the middle, and then a pass. Wanted to give and go there, didn't get it.
That's right. That's one of the most effective, oldest, and yet still most effective plays.
Here's going to be a shot. Oh, just misses the left side.
Really tricky move there by number 23 Blake Smith to cut it back against the flow of play. That's an excellent type of shot. Goalie, all the flow is in one direction, the ball goes in the other. It's very hard for the goalie to adjust to that quickly.
So the Lobos with a couple of missed opportunities here early on. 30 minutes left in the first half, still to play. So a lot of soccer left for those of you who just logged on. We still got plenty of time for you to get down here, grab a burger, and enjoy some of the festivities here in the 2012 NCAA Club Soccer Showcase. So the Lobos with a few headers, and there's another one by Air Force Academy, and another one, and a chest, and the Lobos control.
Yeah.
There goes a runner, and he won't catch up to the ball, and it's kicked out of bounds.
But he did force the goalie to play the ball, and that's really what he wanted to accomplish there. He forced the goalie to play it, forced the turnover, and now we have the throw-in in the attacking third for New Mexico.
So the Lobos will bring it in here off the pass.
That's a nice pass.
And it's stolen away, and here comes the attack from the Falcons. They'll pass up here to the left side, and then a little bit of dribbling going on. Another pass to the middle of the field, and nice footwork there, and then into the side. Here's a play on the ball. Pass to the left side. This could be a shot here. Nice shot on the inside.
Nice
Trying to look for somebody in the box. Didn't find him.
You can see the quality of number 13 for Air Force. He's definitely one of their main attacking threats, and you could see why in that exchange there. He created the initial pass, then moved into the space where he got the ball back, and then was in position to make a pass in for a shooting opportunity.
And that was Kevin Doerr, number 11 for the Air Force Falcons. And that ball will be kicked all the way down to the goalie, Victor Rodriguez.
And in addition to the tremendous accomplishments that the Lobos have this year in terms of play, a number of their players also received academic awards this past year too. Blake Smith, Jr., midfielder, was second team academic All-American with a 3.33 grade point average, and Kyle Bentner, a sophomore defender, was first team academic All-American. So Jeremy is again a molder of young men. He's not just a soccer coach. He's a tremendous individual, and we're lucky to have him in New Mexico.
Absolutely, especially when you combine athletics with academics, and it's a nice mix, and he gets it really put together nicely. So the Lobos will get it back here up on the left side of the field, down by the locker room, and they'll bring it in. Chest pass there. Almost stolen around.
Okay. Alrighty. Devin playing as a target again. That's his strength. He's a very strong physical player, able to hold the ball off in the box, hold off two defenders, and create something for his teammates, and that's his value there. There's a foul on number 13, failing to go up to challenge for that ball. That's a dangerous play. If both players don't go up, the one underneath can very easily undercut the player who does jump. Correct call by the official.
So now Travis Campbell will kick it to the right side over here to Casey Phillips. And then nice passing. Oh,
good work. Good tight work by the Lobos. And good patience to draw out the defense again. Probing, trying to create some space, trying to move the defense side to side, much like you'd see playing a zone in a basketball game.
So again, the Lobos trying to get something to happen here in Air Force Academy, and at center field creating some havoc on that offensive strategy that Jake just talked about.
Well, that's the way to counter a team that has more possession than you is to be very quick on the counterattack, and you saw that exactly there. The Lobos very patient, trying to connect passes. On the turnover, though, Air Force immediately looking down the field to try and take advantage of the turnover.
And again, the Air Force Academy controlling the ball now, and then they'll kick this all the way down again to the goalkeeper, and he'll roll it back out to one of his teammates in Michael Calderon. And up the right side we go, as the ball by Blake Smith will control again, kick it all the way back one more time, and this time they'll get it into the feet of Travis Campbell, and then all the way across the field, and then a big kick, looking for one of the Lobos driving up the left side, goes out of bounds off Air Force. Though the Lobos will get an opportunity here if they can get some players up quickly.
Let's see, Devin again posting up in the box, attracting a lot of attention like he should. He's a very dangerous player, great at holding off the defense and creating something in the box.
We love that hairdo as well.
He's on the all-hair conference team.
So here comes the Falcons, who just stole the ball
nice
away,
step.
And then
nice
back
step.
there are the Lobos, and then back again to the Falcons.
The strategy on the defense as far as keeping the field compressed is to try and entice the team to make those longer, wide passes, be ready for them and anticipate them and step exactly as that to try and win that. The Lobos are executing both offensively and defensively very well right now.
And just there, blocked up Trevor Wade, and the Lobos take the ball away from him and get their feet back on this thing. So here comes the Lobos again. They'll kick it over to the goalie, and he'll cross the field with it.
Again, rather than booming it and hoping to win it, play for possession, try and create something. Unfortunately, the ball's turned over, and Air Force is on the counter.
And here comes the
nice footwork.
Nice footwork behind the back.
Lots of space on the right. He's going to take the space as much as he can.
Levi Rossi
and now play it out. Well done by the Lobos.
And back over to
Crossed
Blake.
into the box. There's Devin.
Oh!
Excellent cross. Good sequence for the Lobos. Air Force quickly on the counterattack, though.
Here comes the Falcons from Air Force trying to do their thing now.
Nice example of difference in styles here.
Stolen away. Another back kick, and that will clear out for the Lobos.
Lots of space here to work with.
And here comes the Lobos on a 4-on-4 counter.
Yeah, nice touch.
Nice touch. And here comes the Lobos on the attack. Two guys up front.
Shoot it.
And the shot blocked at the final seconds of that one.
Restart with the corner kick for the Lobos.
And again, the corner kick for the Lobos, these are dangerous kicks for either team. If they get in the corner, a lot of opportunities, Jake.
That's right. There are a couple of different strategies here. One of the primary, though, first is ball driven about head high, driven hard into the box. Your players can see it coming. The defense can't see it as well, and you attack it with your head and try and hit that ball in.
So here comes the corner kick, and it will be that.
So a
nice
more floated.
Turn, and that will float, and off of somebody's head goes out of bounds.
And that's most likely there. The ball was floated to the far post, and then the idea there was to head it back across for a second hitter.
So now the Lobos will bring it in. They'll get it to Michael Kafari, and Michael will clear it out to the left side over to Matthew Gibbons, and Matthew Gibbons with it. And there's a
Long
shot and a save here by the goalie for the Air Force Academy Falcons.
Well, you can see the difference the quality of the field makes here, that the players are able to control it, turn quickly, and take a long-distance shot. That, in part, is due to the quality of the turf here. One of only four-star rated FIFA fields in the United States. The other three being owned by MLS team, Major League Soccer teams, professional teams, and us in Taos.
That is just amazing, isn't it? Even saying that in the same breath, it just takes your breath away. You can't even believe that even happens here in Taos. We are so lucky to have that. So for those of you who've just logged on, tuned in, if you have an opportunity, come out down here and check this out. Doesn't get any better than this. So the Lobos and the Air Force Academy Falcons knotted up at 0 with 21 minutes left in the first half. Jake Mosman, myself, Rudy Baca, helping you along through this game.
The Lobos have been able to establish a little rhythm, a little tempo. They're maintaining much more possession than Air Force right now, but Air Force is looking pretty dangerous on the counter, and I think we can kind of expect that for the rest of the afternoon. I don't think Air Force will really focus as much as on possession as they will on taking it away and quickly attacking when they win the ball. So the Lobos got to be on their toes on the back line, because I believe that's the way this game is going to kind of swing.
So now they bring it in, and it's quickly kicked out of bounds. And let's see who retained.
Oh, it stayed in play.
It stayed in play.
Again, a very true bounce. Very unique to the field. that was a good example of why you like this kind of surface.
Almost like a golf ball. Had that backspin, it just stood right there. And then the Lobos try to control, and they do. Devin will clear it out.
Yeah, the Lobos again showing patience, playing through the middle of the defense, and being confident enough to play it wide and maintain position.
Devin with the pass.
Nice run by 16. Good ball.
One for Rossi. Rossi picks it up.
Good cross.
Almost dealed out, and then a header, and then it's
Scramble
kicked out of bounds.
That was a very good sequence by the Lobos.
So Levi Rossi up the right side had a nice kick to the box, almost went in. So a player change here, and it looks like Carson Bollinger will go out of the game, and in for him looks like Lawrence Roveldo will come in for him. Inside. Footwork here. A shot. Oh!
Another corner for the Lobos. Lobos are dominating on shots, taking the lead in corner kicks, both indications of their dominance on offense.
And that was Michael Calderon, and man, that ball from our vantage point had that English going to the right. That was a pretty shot.
Good bend. The goalie's scrambling. He hasn't been able to handle a couple of those balls here, and he's barely been able to get his hand on it. I think that time could be ripe for the Lobos to get a goal here.
And that one will be headed out of bounds, and that will stay here with the Lobos off that corner kick off the foot of Michael Calderon, and they'll get it back here. As
you can see how far up the Lobos are pushed here. Now they're giving up a lot of space. If they lose the ball such as that, they got to make sure that they get it right back just like that.
So James with it right now, doing some fancy footwork. Gets
nice
it up front.
Pass.
Oh, back pass, nothing there, and then kicked off one of the Lobos, and then a shot, and cleared out by the Falcons.
Well won again by the Lobos, doing a really good job of cutting out the counter opportunities for the Air Force.
Matthew Gibbons couldn't chase it down, and it will go out of bounds, and the Air Force Falcons will get it back here with 17 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half and ticking away.
Dangerous play called there for a high boot by the Lobos.
So off the whistle, the Air Force Falcons will get it back here. Score still tied 0-0 here with 17 minutes left in the first half. Air Force Falcons on the attack here will get a free kick from the right side of the field And Lobos backing up.
Number 17 looks like the target here. No.
And that one's bounced around, and then a shot, and that will go out of the field completely as Mitch Kim sends it flying.
Lobos are switching goalkeepers here, being an exhibition match. One of the objectives of the for the team is to get everybody some pressure playing time, and the starting goalkeeper is replaced.
And that coming in for him is Patrick Poblet, and he's in the game now as the goalie for the New Mexico Lobos.
It's out of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah. So the Lobos continue to dominate the possession here as
another nice ball.
Nice run.
Good
here.
Runners in the box.
Turns around in the box, nice back feed and a kick, and it goes out of bounds.
Another corner kick for the Lobos.
So the Lobos with another opportunity coming here. They've had quite a few of them thus far. As you mentioned, Jake, a perfect opportunity for the Lobos to try to get in the scorebook.
The Lobos are doing a really good job of not being caught on the counter, which is when you dominate possession. That seems so cruel in soccer sometimes. One team has the ball 70% of the time and loses 1-0 on a counter-attacking goal. You have to be very aware of it.
Yeah. So here comes the Lobos off the corner kick, and it'll be Calderon again with the kick. And will he kick it in? Or nope, he gets it in with short, and then it's a fake, and there's in on the inside.
Well, good job of keeping it back in, but the ball was not played well in.
And then kicked out of bounds by one of the Lobos, Lawrence Raveldo.
Again, that is significant in that it cuts out a counter-attacking opportunity for the Air Force.
So the Academy will bring it in here, and they will get it into Zachary Moldley, and then Zachary passes it off and loses it. And another shot.
Nice control.
Bam! There's a shot. Oh, just over it. And a nice look there by James Rogers. He's pretty dangerous. Even off the bounce, he got a nice kick off.
That was, yeah. It was. If that ball would have been played just a little bit better, he might have been able to put that in. And didn't miss by much, even with that difficult bounce.
Yeah. So Matt Underwood, the goalkeeper for Air Force Academy, ready to put it into play. Here comes a kick from Matt. He gets it pretty deep. That's a nice kick.
Well won by the Lobos.
Yep, nice header by the Lobos. And then on the attack here is Mora D'Angelo.
Oh, good win.
Oh, look at the holding there.
Good win by Durr. Again, you can see the quality of number 13. He was able to take it right off his foot. And as we've seen already, the footwork by Michael Kafari is excellent. So that was a very good defensive job by Durr.
Lobos on the attack again. Looking for a guy on the right side.
There's a little space on the
They'll go to James. Back
left.
Outside.
This is nice. The Lobos look comfortable playing in a very tight space here, and they're able to still link passes despite the lack of space. Very good skill.
And the Air Force Academy with the steal, and now they're
dribbling away.
They'll cross it to the right side of the field.
Lobos look like they're in good shape. They have good numbers back. You can see 8 jerseys back for the Lobos and only a couple of white shirts in the attack. Well done. Good recovery.
And here comes the Lobos on the attack again. Get it up to James. James turns around, looking to clear it, and then it's kicked all the way downfield, looking for Devin. Devin couldn't catch up to it. And that will be rolled out by Matt Underwood.
Lobos' defensive shape looks nice, though. There's good lines. As soon as I say that, they give up the ball through the split. That wasn't good.
Here's a ball to the middle, and that will go out of bounds, and it will stay here with the Air Force Academy Falcons. 12 minutes left in the first half, still no score. And player changes for both teams as James will take a breather. Coming in for James, it looks like it will be Josh Dye in for the Lobos. And for the Falcons, looks like Kazura O'Brien will go out, and Patrick
Oh,
Compton.
mishandled by the goalie. Again, mishandled.
And then cleared out by the Lobos.
A little scrum there in the box. Looks like the goalie took a knock to the head, too. He's feeling that. That's what happens when you drop the ball.
Yep. Especially with that many people around you. And again, cleared out. And that one will stay in play. And then the Lobos will kick it high. Devin there, and then it's bounced off one of the Lobos, and looks like Devin got his hands on his chest or head on that one.
It looks like they might have called a penalty on that, a push maybe.
Devin Sandoval in the action there. So here comes the Air Force Falcons as they try to draw the defense, and then
Well
all
done.
the way to the goalkeeper.
Well done by the defense. Good execution by the defense, forcing the long kick, which settled safely and easily into the hands of the goalkeeper. When you get a new goalie, and you always want his first few touches to be easy, to give him a little confidence, get him into the flow of the game, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So I think maybe they're working that a little bit now, kind of bring his confidence back up and give him some balls that he can feel settle down and feel part of the flow.
So the Lobos change sides of the field on that kick, and it's stolen away by Air Force Academy. And they'll try to control, and then a pass.
Again, quick counter. And
inside.
A run off of that. He didn't see the runner.
And they'll kick it to the left side now. Then some pushing going on, but no whistle.
Yep,
And then that will draw the whistle.
Some of the traditional numbers as far as jersey numbers in soccer are number 10 is very typically the playmaker, the quarterback of the team, if you will. Number 9 is the leading scorer, the attacking forward. And both of those numbers seem to be worn with that intent by Air Force. Their front runner wearing number 9 and has shown already a pretty dangerous ability to get the shot off. And number 10 making himself available to be sort of the guy who's the setup man for him. He roams all over the field, doesn't really play in one position all that much. You see him way over on the right sideline. Now he's on the left and making himself available for the ball to be played into him.
And for Air Force Academy, the players that wear those jerseys is number 9, Garrett Getskow, and number 10 is Zach Modley.
And as we say that, number 9 takes a seat on the bench, and number 15, Zane Didasco comes in for him. So we'll watch for 15 to be the new target man.
And he is the new target, and he puts it out of bounds on a header. So the Lobos will get it back here as Levi Rossi will get the ball, and he'll send it in to one of his teammates. And he'll get it into Adrian Moradialgo, and then they'll send it all the way back to the goalie, Patrick Poblet.
And then Kafari again. Kafari shows his foot skills again. Very, very comfortable on the ball.
And they'll rotate it again to the goalie, to Poblet. It almost sounds like a French name, Poblet. I feel it's Frenchy.
It kind of goes with the theme of the day, having the ambassador of the French Football Federation here with us today,
Yeah.
Laurent Papillon.
Well, yeah, I like the way it sounds.
And Lobos turn it over, and you can see how quickly Air Force intent is to go forward as soon as they win that ball. That goes in with the way the game is flowing right now. The Lobos maintaining possession the majority of the time. The Air Force looking to be quick when they win it.
So now the score still remains 0-0. 7:15 and ticking left in the first half. Still a lot of soccer to be played. So for those of you who have just joined us here this afternoon or logged on, if you feel that you want to come out and look at some high-notch soccer, come out to the field here at Taos Eco Park.
You get the Taos High School Culinary Arts program cooking, so not a bad idea to come out for lunch.
Indeed. And then
he's trying to bring it down. Good good opportunity by the Lobos, but the ball could just not quite be controlled.
And that will go out of bounds, and that is going to be...
Ball into Air Force.
Yeah, it looks like it. And that's exactly the call, as the Air Force Falcons will bring it in here. With 6:25 left in the first period, still no score by either club. And the Air Force Falcons will bring it in here.
Long throw, won by New Mexico.
And then Rossi will take it out of bounds off the header.
Right back to Air Force. Lobos playing with six players in the midfield, a back line of 3, and a single front runner in Devin Sandoval, trying to crowd Air Force out of space in the middle and making them play that long ball we have a better opportunity of winning, because there's less accuracy the longer the ball is played, the tougher it is to make an accurate pass. Ooh.
Oh! Almost a bad kick there. Could have rolled into the goal. Don't want to see that happen.
It's a little bit the goalie's body position. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another goalkeeper change here pretty quick. The goalkeeper has to present himself with a certain angle to the passer so that he can see everything, and that there's no possibility of the ball going into the goal. Should it be misplayed.
Give and go to Devin.
What a great play. Excellent save by the goalkeeper. Great foot save by the goalkeeper. Great play by the Lobos, though.
And here comes another play for the Lobos, as Karapi with it right now, and he goes to the right side. There's going to be a kick here. Nope, a nice fake. Oh, what a double fake.
Trying to get the cross off.
He gets the cross, and then he gets cleared out.
Oh.
And then up front.
There's the counterattack. Good opportunity for a shot here. But the Lobos recover quickly. Very nicely done. 4 Lobos back before Air Force can get anybody in to pass to. See number 9 ripping the shot. That's his job.
So, Garrett Getskow doesn't get it to go. Goalkeeper will go and chase that down and get ready to put it back into play.
So that was a good example, though, of the way the game has gone and will go, I think, for the rest of the afternoon. The Lobos connecting passes, getting lots of numbers up into the box, Air Force winning the ball and having an opportunity to counter and taking that opportunity very quickly. But it showed how conscious the Lobos are of it. They had 4 guys back before Air Force got a second player to pass to.
And here we go again with some more footwork. A pass to the right side, a kick to the inside and headed out. Stays in play, and
Lobos with 4 men in the box. Air Force up to the task and clearing it out.
Lobos will get it back quickly to put it in play. Nice pass to the inside, and it's going to be a kick here. They're going to control. Rossi with it. Rossi back outside, and they'll regroup here, reset the offense. And again, back to the outside, Travis Campbell. He will get it right back at center field.
Lobos trying to create some space and lull Air Force to sleep with them simpler passes.
Right,
Devin brings it down
nice
as a target and laid off. Again, good tackle by Air Force.
Their time of possession here is amazing right now. Look at the pass here. Oh.
Again, good combination play by the Lobos.
Another missed opportunity by the Lobos with 2:38 and ticking in the first half. And there's the clear out by the goalie.
You see the skill by number 10. That was a tough ball to bring down. Brought it right down to his feet. No problem.
And then cleared away by one of the Lobos, and that will go all the way back to Matt Underwood, the goalkeeper for Air Force Academy.
Long ball played in. Pretty easily won by the Lobos, and this time with control. That was well done by the defender. He knew where he wanted to put the ball and maintain possession. This looks like a good opportunity. The Air Force defense a little less organized right now. The Lobos turn it over.
So the Lobos with another possible missed opportunity. And Air Force Academy on the right side. Zach Mobley with it right now. And he'll pass it off.
With 13 here, open on the left.
He'll get it right back. They'll clear it out. And they'll get it on this side. And I'm sure they're going to try to play the left side of the field. They do. Just that.
Good step by the Lobo
and
defense.
That was a fair play, so they'll continue playing. And now they go to Devin. Devin with a nice pass.
Layoff.
Nothing there for him. And then a back to Devin again. Devin will pass it back out here to the right side. And looking for the give and go. Doesn't get it. Nice footwork there. And they'll back it out to Rossi. Levi Rossi will then
I'm out again.
Bring it way back out. And they'll go on to the left side of the field with Nick Milley. And then Nick into Devin. And then Devin with the pass.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a good example of the referee waiting to see and use what's called the advantage call in soccer, in that the foul occurred prior to the whistle, but the referee waited to see if the Lobos had an opportunity to score. He would have not blown the whistle, but since they lost possession, he went ahead and called the foul, which had already occurred, and now the Lobos get an excellent chance for a direct free kick. About 24 yards, 25 yards, right square in the middle of the field. It's a great opportunity here.
And taking this shot will be Devin Sandoval. And
it was number 23. Took the kick, Blake Smith, but he played it right into the wall. So Lobos, despite dominating, I don't know that the goalkeeper actually had to make a save for the Lobos, maybe one or two, and Air Force was under siege. They're still in the game at 0-0.
Indeed, and that will do it for the first half of play. The Lobos nothing, the Air Force Academy Falcons nothing. And early morning games, we had Rio Vista Copa against the Rio Vista FC 97 boys, and that ended up with the Rio Vista boys 4 and FC Copa 0. The second game of the morning was the United team against Rio Vista, and that was an excellent game this morning. The Rio Vista team scored 2 goals in the first half, and then in the second half, the United team came back and scored 2 goals in the second half and tied that up at 2 apiece. And then we went to the United Rio Vista team and the New Mexico Rush Argonauts. Rio Vista United 94 boys are last year's state champions. But the Rush Argonauts last year got into the national championship game, lost that. So consequently, those apparently are the 2 best teams in the state of New Mexico in the 18-year-old division. So we saw that game earlier. It was something to see, Jake. I don't know if you got an opportunity to see those kids. A lot of those kids already committed to universities, and they were playing their hearts out today.
Yeah, the club soccer in New Mexico has a very long history and very good tradition of producing college players and players that have moved on to play professionally as well. So what you saw today are the future stars, NCAA Division 1, 2, and 3 all across the country, and some of them are even going to play professionally. We're just kind of built for soccer in New Mexico. High altitude, kids that grow up playing outside all the time, rough, tough, and athletic, and we can crank out some soccer players.
Absolutely, and during the player interviews, we like to ask the question of those younger teams of where they're going to go to play soccer if they decide to go to college and beyond. And let me give you a little rundown of some of the schools that they have committed to. It's Rollins College. There's one kid going to Virginia Tech, University of New Mexico, to Trinity University, Colorado State in Pueblo, Tufts College, and the list goes on and on, Jake. It's just amazing what kind of talent there is in New Mexico for soccer.
That's right. The organization is, I don't know the current numbers, but has been well over 18,000 players statewide in all age groups, including the players here in Taos as members of the New Mexico Youth Soccer Association. Now our affiliation with the Rush Club just creates that much more opportunity for our local kids to be seen and get those same kind of playing opportunities as their careers evolve.
And there's been some players in Taos that have managed to get onto some of those club teams and actually win state titles with them. One in particular, Ryan Trujillo, one of the local guys, goes out and plays now at one of the colleges in California. And of course, Patrick Pacheco, one of the kids last year on the Lobos, moving on to the University of Washington. So a lot of stuff happening in soccer in Taos. And Jake, you one of the coaches for soccer here. And welcome back, everybody, to the 2012 NCAA Club Soccer Showcase, hosted by the town of Taos and the Taos Sports Alliance.